So when you've spent years, maybe even decades in an abusive marriage, your confidence has been whittled away and your self-esteem is at an all-time low. And ironically, this is exactly the time when you have to present in the best way possible in front of judges and lawyers and forensic psychologists. So what do? You can't heal that fast. So in this video, I want to give you a great tip for how to show up as your best self. But first, will you do me a favor and subscribe to my channel? That's how these videos are going to get in front of more of the people who really need to hear this information. I'm Victoria McCooey. I'm a narcissist divorce coach, a motivational speaker, and the creator of the Reclaim Your Power system. I help people every day who are right where you are, stuck in a toxic marriage to a narcissistic spouse, or already engaged in a contentious divorce from one. All right, so you know what it's like. You've been in this abusive situation. You've heard for years, maybe decades, that you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you're not pretty enough, everything you do is wrong, everything about you is bad. And even if you don't really believe these things on an intellectual level, they still seep in and they whittle away your confidence and your self-esteem and your sense of self-worth. So you're finally leaving and you're going to start healing. That's great, but you can't heal overnight. These things took years to do the damage they did, and now it's going to take time to unravel from that and to rebuild your self-esteem or reclaim your power, which is the name of my program. So it's going to take time, but that's exactly what you don't have, because right away you have to start presenting yourself in front of lawyers, in front of judges, in front of forensic psychologists, in front of parenting coordinators. So how do you show up as your true self, as the real you, as the uncompromised version of yourself that you're on your way to reclaiming? Because that wouldn't be fair. It wouldn't be fair for you to be judged as the person that you've become because of the abuse you've suffered, but you haven't had time to get all the way back to who you were. Okay, so while you're healing and while you're still having to get in front of all these people, and maybe you're in a custody battle, maybe you're having to prove that you're the better choice for custody, that you're the more capable parent, you want to show up as your best self. So here's a trick I tell people when they are about to go in front of whomever, a judge or the parenting coordinator, or whoever they need to show as their best self. And maybe your ex or soon to be ex narcissist is going to be in the room, in the courtroom with you, or in the conference room with you, or wherever it is you're going. And now you're super triggered because you're in the room with the person who is responsible for the damage that you've suffered to your self-esteem. How do you overcome all this? All right, here's what I used to do, and here's what I tell my clients to do. Go into the bathroom right before you have to go into this situation. Close a door and do what we call a power stance. And I know it's going to seem silly, and that's why I'm outside of my jeans, because I'm going to show you what it looks like. You are going to reach your hands up as high as you can, take a wide stance, and throw your chest out and lean your head back and see how much room you can take up in the world. How much space can you consume? And hold yourself there as long as you can. A whole minute if you can. Just feel what this feels like. Feel the power that is surging through you right now. You forget about your low self-esteem. You forget about your lack of confidence. Just tap into this feeling of being so big and so powerful for as long as you can. Now, I promise you, after you do that for 30, 45, 60 seconds, you're going to feel different. Your posture is going to be different. You're going to feel more powerful. You're going to feel more competent. You're not going to feel as triggered. So you go in, you do what you have to do. Maybe there's a break. Maybe there's a lunch recess. Anytime you can, go back and do it again as often as you can to recharge that feeling. Are you in this situation where you're triggered and you're having to present yourself as the best version you can. If you need some help with this, you can book a strategy session with me. I'll put a link below in the description. Did you find this information helpful? I hope you did. If you liked this video, will you please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. I've linked a couple of other videos here that I think you might also like, so I hope I see you in the next video.